Here's a look at our tail of the tape for this title eliminator at 185 pounds. Fabian Edwards is 30, Aaron Jeffery 31. Jeffery is 1 inch taller, but the longer arms belong to Fabian Edwards. Longer leg reach, that advantage is Aaron Jeffery's.
All right, keys to victory. So Aaron Jeffery's punching into the clinch. He's going to disguise that forward movement. The wrestling hustle will be a big key for this whole fight. And if he can threaten guillotines, it might force Edwards onto his back to bail out. But Fabian Edwards staying off the fence will be very, very important to defend those takedowns. Aiming for the body, even if he's not intending on hitting to the body. You can see old Ray Longo punch a hole in his chest. Might be the right thing to do against the wrestler. And of course, anti-clinch. Get him off the fence, get him back out into striking range.
Right here at the zone box. We'll start from right here.
Edwards in the black trunks, Jeffery in the white. 3 5-minute rounds. Winner faces Johnny Eblen for a Bellator title in the near future.
Fabian, you ready? Aaron, you ready? Fight!
Southpaw stance for Fabian Edwards. Jeffery with the head movement early.
This is an edge-of-your-seat kind of fight. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay seated for this. Straight into the body lock there for Aaron Jeffery.
Followed an inside leg kick and presses Fabian Edwards into the barrier.
I'm interested to see what Fabian's plan is here to get him off the fence, because of course he spent a full training camp expecting this approach from Jeffery. Nice turn there, good head position potentially here. Fabian might be able to break and strike.
Yeah, he's very, very dangerous here on the split, throwing elbows, dangerous elbows on knees.
Jeffery going to work on the legs of Fabian Edwards with some knees of his own. Across there for Fabian Edwards. Lands in the half guard on top of Aaron Jeffery. Jeffery works his way back to his feet, still pressured by Fabian.
That was a great knee to the body and another one there by Fabian.
Jeffery uses that underhook to reverse positions, pummeling back in. Good wrist control here, 2-on-1 from Fabian Edwards. Taking away that left arm of Aaron Jeffery. More knees right to the midsection. And Aaron Jeffery rethinking the short left hand.
Good head position here for a moment there for Jeffries. Allowed him to get his underhooks. Worked a small shoulder strike there. And the pressure's on here because it's only 3 rounds as well. You don't want to be dropping a single round and putting any more pressure on yourself than you need to. Good knees to the legs from Fabian.
A little conversation about whether one of those knees was a low blow, but we fight on.
Fabian with a shallow underhook now with the right arm. Can he turn his opponent off the fence? Strong double underhook game from Aaron Jeffries to be able to reverse the position almost immediately.
Both guys are really fighting for head position.
Elbows over top. Elbows over top. It's there.
There's the corner of Aaron Jeffery.
Top elbow. It's close.
Yeah, high crouch if you want.
Run it. Run it. Run it.
Big rotate or switch off high crouch.
Knee.
Nice knee to the body again there, but then returned by Aaron Jeffery.
Good exit here from Fabian Edwards. Jeffery immediately pursuing with the inside kicks. Right hand and the left behind it. And Jeffery now changing levels.
Looked like Fabian tried an elbow on that level change and was just a little too low.
There you go. On the hook, switch your base to me.
Let's do it, Fabian.
Switch your base. Switch your base to me. There you go. Elbows back. Rear attack. Nothing there.
Nice elbow from Jeffery and a knee to finish the combination. Fabian Edwards offered a couple elbows, chest to chest again. You heard inside the corner there, that voice happened to be Leon Edwards, one of the best mixed martial artists on planet Earth, who of course is the brother of Fabian Edwards.
This is a mauling round for Jeffery. Really draining for Fabian, who wants to be out in space, really.
Good knees here. Really for both fighters, but Jeffery's starting to score a little more than he was earlier in the round. And those knees to the body. Good pace from Jeffery, even on those exits. There's no big rest, there's no deep breaths.
There's a short left hand here from Fabian. Just popped Aaron Jeffery on the nose. Not quite enough to discourage him moving forward. Whereas Jeffery, when he opened up here a little bit, he landed a couple of shots, forced Fabian to defend, lands a good knee there as well.
Bellator middleweight gold will be contested for the winner of this fight.
Ready? Ready? Fight!
Round 2 underway. Aaron Jeffery pumping his jab out. Little uppercut there from Fabian caught Jeffery coming in. Big John McCarthy watched that first round. What'd you think, Big John?
I thought that was a beautiful round for Aaron Jeffery. That was the exact type of fight he wants. He won the round 10-9, but he also was able to put a ton of pressure and get blood into the arms of Fabian Edwards, which is going to slow him down a little bit. Fabian is used to guys trying to wrestle him, but it's tough when it's a full 5-minute round doing that.
AJ McKee also watching in. As much like in round 1, we're chest to chest against the fence. AJ, is this how you would fight Fabian Edwards if you were Aaron Jeffery?
Definitely. This is a smart tactic. You know, you want to kind of clinch with him, make him fear the takedown. But if I was in this position, I'd try to break off and let my hands go a little bit and try to catch Fabian, you know, on the way out. He's already got him fearing the wrestling, so now he's got to capitalize on certain opportunities of creating the distance and the space.
Big thanks to AJ McKee and Big John McCarthy. Aaron Jeffery pressuring Fabian Edwards. And right back to the same work. Every time Fabian Edwards earns himself a little separation, Jeffery smothers it again after a strike or two.
He got a little space, but it just wasn't enough to be able to get free. Now he's got some space.
Good push kick there. Again, Jeffery just continues to move forward and pressure. And now Fabian Edwards level changes. That's that offensive wrestling, Dan, that you were looking for.
He needs to switch to a single leg here. Now his posture's been broken. He's going to struggle to finish that. Beautiful work by Aaron Jeffery. Lands a short knee before Fabian was able to get his hand to the canvas. And here we are again, Aaron Jeffery with an underhook, fighting wrist control, mauling Fabian up against the fence. And the thing is as well, it's worth bearing in mind that Fabian level changed there and drove for a takedown that he didn't get. There was a tax for that, right? Energy was spent attempting that takedown.
Yeah, he said he wanted to wrestle, but I think the key to victory in this is to try and maintain range, break away from this clinch now, and try and land some big strikes.
Yeah. This is why in the keys to victory I was talking about aiming for the body here, because you know Aaron Jeffery is going to be level changing as soon as he can when he comes in. If you can punch low or elbow low, you're far more likely to land. Even if they're level changing, you catch him in the face. The danger here is Fabian punching over Jeffery's head.
He landed a nice left hand there, then around the guard.
Oh, gotta move. A couple of strikes and then Jeffery's back on his case again. Now he's level changed onto a single leg. You can see Fabian holding one side of his body up with his overhook. Great takedown defense here.
It is a grueling pace. Some of the hardest fighting you could do inside of a cage is right here in these positions. Jeffery knows it, sucking the gas tank down for Fabian Edwards. 90 seconds remain in round 2.
High crotch potentially. Can Aaron Jeffery lift? He tries to. Oh, just missed that elbow. Any one of these could be a game changer. Jeffrey's doing such a good job of staying so close, though, that he's nullifying a lot of the danger that's in front of him.
Guys, if you want to stay there, I need you to advance the fight. Let's go. You've got to work.
Warning from the referee. These knees maybe enough to keep the fight here for now. Good reversal of position here for Fabian Edwards. Nice. He muscles Aaron Jeffery down to the canvas. Now Fabian on the back. Both hooks in.
Both hooks in.
Grab the cage.
Double underhooks as well. Fabian needs to free his arms here. Lovely double bind on the leg as well. You can see Fabian's got his legs crossed, and then he's got his left leg anchored behind the back knee of Jeffery.
Jeffery controlling Fabian Edwards' left arm to keep it from snaking around his neck under the chin. Good left hand again. Oh, and a nice uppercut. Straight left again from Edwards, but Jeffery continues Terminator motion forward.
Kind of fight.
100%. It's
right.
a grinding fight.
That's a good cut from a legal blow from an elbow.
I think AJ is cut, is he?
Yeah. See, interesting. That was a very slow round for Fabian until he got the takedown and then landed the elbow. He may have just stolen the round with that strike and that takedown.
Well, Big John McCarthy tells us all the time, damage, damage, damage. And when you cut an opponent, when you snap the head back a couple of times with some significant strikes in an otherwise neutral or grinding round, that could be the difference. One more 5-minute round. Middleweight title eliminator, Johnny Eblen, watching on closely. His next opponent will emerge from this bout. Aaron Jeffery, the Canadian, in the white trunks.
As always, the Bellator Cutmen do such a good job to control the bleeding. It's amazing that he's back in this fight with what looks like just a scratch on his face, when I would imagine it's quite a deep cut.
Deep.
Big John, tell me how you scored round 2.
Sean, I love you for listening to me. You are absolutely right. Damage, that is the key. And that is what ends up giving Fabian Edwards the second round. This fight should be even right now.
The left hand is now finding its home. Fabian Edwards landed an uppercut, landed a straight left twice. Jeffery, the level change is stymied for now. Back to the barrier.
Nice. I think we've got some confidence from Fabian from that elbow that he landed in the second round here. He knows 1 or 2 strikes. Oh, wow,
There's
what an elbow.
Upward elbow as Jeffrey's coming in. Didn't even have to compromise his own defensive position to land it. Smooth work. Liam McCourt, put yourself in Fabian Edwards' corner. What are you telling him to do right now?
I'm telling him to break off. He's got AJ against the cage. He doesn't need to be there. He needs to land some more big strikes. There's a beautiful takedown. AJ's going to reverse it. Fabian needs to stay on his feet and maintain range and land more of those big elbows.
AJ McKee watching on with us. AJ, are you surprised to see Fabian Edwards wrestling here?
I think we're having some technical difficulties there. So Fabian here is trying to control his opponent with this overhook. Now he's turned his posture a little bit, back to the overhook on the other side. Really struggling to dig an underhook in here, and Jeffery is using the opportunity to land some knees to the body. Into the last 3 minutes of this fight now. Good turn.
All the striking on these breaks becomes more and more significant. That left uppercut, we've seen it land several times for Fabian.
Nice
There's that
elbow.
upward elbow again.